Hey guys, so I finally feel a little bit better where I can talk 10 minutes straight without using my inhaler. So to start off, I wanted to talk about what I did in the past, which was kind of a keto type based diet where I had high protein, high fats, and green veggies mainly, but very little carbs. You know, obviously fruits and vegetables are carbs, but even very little fruits because of the sugar and carb content. So that type of diet worked when I was a swimmer. It worked when I was, cutting weight for powerlifting. I was able to burn calories off of fat and maintain the muscle that I had. However, when you are trying to build more strength and you're trying to build more muscle mass, you're going to need those carbs. Muscles literally cannot be built without carbs. So in doing this strongman type training, where even my cardio is resistance and some kind of weight added to it, I need the carbs. I think for a lot of women, they're afraid of eating carbs. And I also wanted to share that since my last strongman competition, I've lost 10 pounds. Yeah, I bulked a lot for that competition. But I'm now back to where I normally am, and that's with eating carbs. So you just have to be mindful. I don't necessarily count everything. I do count how many carbs I'm eating just so I can stay on track and I don't overindulge. But as far as protein and vegetable goes, I mean, for me personally, I really can't eat too many of those, so I don't have to count those. And having this type of diet will actually help you stay on track through the holidays, because if you go into a Thanksgiving meal, which is going to be here soon, if you go in thinking, okay, I need one protein, I need one carb, and I need one vegetable, preferably green. But look at your options, don't stress about it. Stress never helps anyone, especially losing weight. Go in, know that you need those three things, and then that'll keep you on track. So you'll be less likely to be like, oh, but Aunt Marjorie made this casserole and who knows how much butter she put in it, and yada. No, if you want one carb, then choose one casserole, not all five. And then if you want one protein, don't choose, the prime rib, bacon, ham, turkey, just choose one, not all. And then for your vegetable, just preferably green. So if you keep your plate simple and your diet simple, you'll be less likely to go over than what you planned. Another thing to keep in mind is alcohol is terrible for your recovery. Now, I'm guilty as well. I'm a social drinker. I like a glass of wine, a beer, or a margarita. Even though I'm allergic to some margarita mixes, which is really weird. But, just keep in mind that you only need one, and it will slow down your recovery and how you metabolize food. So I know with the holidays it's a little harder because everybody's celebrating, and it's right there and available, but just try to limit yourself and keep in mind that you're going to feel a lot better if you control how much you drink. Now, staying with that concept, stress has the same effect. So I know for me right now where I live, traffic is insane. Like, everyone on the road is insane right now. And that can really elevate your stress levels, especially when you're just trying to go to the grocery store and there's like a million minivans that want to cut you off. Like, just try to breathe, keep calm, think about the positivity, think about your loved ones. This is a time to spend with your family. So don't stress about, okay, I had too much to eat that one day, or I only got to train 2 days this week. That's fine. You can make it up. A couple weeks of not hitting it as hard as you usually do isn't going to affect you in the long run. Just be mindful of it, and then that way when you go back, you can hit it harder. Anyone who hasn't talked straight for a long time doesn't know how dry your throat gets. So a few questions that I wanted to address is the stereotype of what a woman is supposed to look like, and even in the fitness community. So I go on my popular page on Instagram, and literally all I see are asses and thongs. It's all I see, and especially as a female Instagrammer, you wouldn't think that's what I see on my, my popular page, but it is. I just don't think that it's a realistic expectation to have a size 16-inch waist and a size 40-inch ass. It's just not. There are no amount of squats or donkey kickbacks you can do to give you that figure. And the women that portray themselves as obtainable, like, hey, do my booty workout and drink the skinny detox tea and look like me, it's BS, you know? Like, no, honey, surgery made you look like that. Waist trainers do not do it. It goes back to the corset days. You'd have to wear a corset from the time you were 12 to the time you were 40 to have that waist, okay? Don't buy it. Be proud of your muscle. Be proud of your gains. Be proud of looking like yourself. You don't have to look like a certain stereotypical image that the media wants you to feel like you have to. I also know that when you go into the holidays, you see relatives you haven't seen in a while and you get comments like, oh, you've gotten so big, or you're so thick, and oh, are you gonna turn into a man if you keep lifting heavy? And there's gotta be a limit. You know, I get those comments all the time. All the time, from family, from random people on social media, you know, people in public, people in gyms, everywhere. So just keep in mind that others' opinions really don't affect you. They don't affect your goals, and they aren't you, so they aren't going to know what your goals are. And honestly, the general public is just not educated enough to realize that squatting a lot of weight doesn't make you look like a man. Just really doesn't. You know, that whole hormonal imbalance thing just doesn't translate into lifting weights. So, you know, just don't let it bother you. Again, the whole message that I want to portray in this video is do not let the holidays stress you out. Keep your meal plans simple. Keep your workouts simple. Don't stress about things that you can't control. You know, just enjoy this time that you have with your friends and your family, and just reprioritize things and have a safe holiday.